health, quality of life, which is very important to all of us. For many years, our citizens have been going through this on a cyclical basis, but since my tenure in office, I have to say this is the worst and the most consistent we've experienced the smell and this foul odor. Over the years, we've heard excuses. It's been agro. Now we're hearing it's the rain. We're hearing it's what's being dumped there. It's not enough cover. Well, they need to really get to the bottom of this. Enough of the excuses. They have the manpower, the woman power. They have the finances. There's no more excuses that should be allowed. I would have made a response to Broadrock when they don't sit 6 to 10 weeks. I think their executives should come live next to the landfill the next 6 to 10 weeks, and then you'll see how quick it'll be acted upon. The lawsuit, unfortunately, you don't always file lawsuits, but sometimes that's all that's required. That's what's necessary to get this stuff to the forefront. Hopefully it'll be effective. Hopefully they keep on with their aggressive actions there. But I just hope people on the lower part of the totem pole don't lose their jobs to be scapegoats for something that should have been done at the upper level. They have the capacity. And I also think every community in the state should be involved because we host most of the state's trash. So they should be very involved in supporting us in resolving this problem because I don't think any other community wants to locate a landfill in their neighborhood. And obviously a landfill is not an easy neighbor to have. They do have problems. They do have smells. That goes with it. But having something this consistent, this ongoing, and people, they need accountability. They need answers. They need to know what to expect. Their house values. There are a lot of issues involved. Their children, their health. So we need to get to the bottom, and I hope this will be an exercise that allows us to do that. Thank you.
Mayor, can someone explain where this action will be filed?
We'll get to that in 1 second. I just want the Vice President to speak. The other thing is, in the other 38 cities and towns, most people put their trash out at night, and the next day it's gone. So, as I say, welcome to our world. We experience all your trash and all your problems. And if there's anybody out there, any community that wants to take resource recovery into their arms, they're more than welcome. And once again, I'm not trying to denigrate resource because they've been a great neighbor. They really have been a great neighbor. I personally think that by the company not reclaiming the gas, I think that's the major issue, and I mean that with all sincerity. And I know that we had spoken, my attorney and I had spoken about that in the council. And if you look at, if you add everything up and you look, resource recovery has done what they were told to do by putting in more wells. They spent $4.2 million of our money, by the way. Everybody in here is a taxpayer. They spent $4.2 million of the taxpayers' money to try and rectify this problem. And it seems like Broadrock Energy, they're solely responsible for reclaiming the gas. And I don't see much action, and I was very disappointed in the answers we got. I just want to bring up Vice President Stephanie Manzi, who basically has part of her district, the landfill is part of her district, if you don't mind.
Thank you, everyone. At the local level, obviously one of the most difficult things we deal with are public nuisances, and I don't think anyone would disagree that this is probably the biggest, largest nuisance that we have, and hopefully that we'll ever have. I think we're all hopeful that working together that this will finally come to an end and that we're not going to have this odor hopefully ever again, but definitely not at this level. I do think it's important to also note that we're working very well with DEM, who, as the mayor said, they are going to be putting up some stationary monitoring systems to monitor the odor. I do believe that 2 locations are going to be up at Stonehill Plaza as well as Wood Lake Park. I would only ask that if there's an area where you're having a constant odor and nuisance, that you call Town Hall or you call myself and let us know, because we can't actually recommend that they be located in an additional area or areas. So we are working together with the state agencies. We're hopeful that this will come to a solution soon. 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 10 weeks is totally unacceptable. And we all support the mayor. We all stand here as a team. We'll all be there in court making sure that the town, not just the members of the town of Johnston, but statewide, are protected, because this is an issue to everyone. Thank you.
I'll get to your question in 1 second.